Hey, it's Fluffy, back again with another video. Today I decided to do or make a different approach for this one. If you've clicked on this, it's probably because of what I put in the title. Um, I can't do this. Okay, what it do, vinyl community? Welcome to the Fluffy Records YouTube channel. My name is Brian. That's Brian. And yes, this is a bit of a different video, but I decided to do add that a little intro because of a little inspo from Mazzy, aka Norman Maslov, from the Mazzy YouTube channel. And of course, I'll be leaving his channel down in the description below. Awesome dude. But yeah, this is a different approach to something that I've never really done. I've always shown records, and I've always shown what records I've bought in the past. Early on, I did what I have so far, and I think I made maybe 3 or 4 videos of different records, jazz in particular, of what I have. And today I decided to make a video, not just for me to post on my YouTube channel, but maybe somewhere down the line I'll probably look at this video and see if my future self will agree with what I have to say today. It might be a little corny what I'm saying, but hopefully this will work. But today, if you've clicked on this video, it's probably because it says something along the lines of me getting rid of most of my Blue Note Classic Series records. Now, some people are gonna say this is me bitching about this audiophile series, which has done a magnificent job. It's just I personally thought that I would have never made this video because I thought I was going to be collecting everything that they have to offer. But sadly, that's not the case because I haven't myself listened to a Blue Note Classic series for a very long time. Now, a long time can be totally different thing for someone else. I myself haven't listened to a Blue Note Classic series record in 6 to almost a year probably. And I said, what better or what way can I reduce my my storage or my shelf space, and instead just getting letting go of some records that I had sitting on the shelf for a very long time that hadn't had the chance to play on my platter, but decided to sell most of them for 2 reasons, and I've already explained it somewhat here. Me not being able to play, having so many records now, I'm starting to downsize my collection, and maybe somewhere down the line I'm probably gonna, I could probably change my mind and probably repurchase these records that I've sold so far. But I decided to let go of many of my Blue Note Classic series so that I can have more shelf space for my OGs slash early Blue Note stuff that I personally enjoy listening to more than these these reissues that have been coming out. Number 2, one big reason why I let go of this is because at a local shop here, the shop owner posted a video of a recent jazz collection that he received a few days ago, and I decided if I want to get these records, I gotta let go of some of my own. Now, I told myself that I can probably get these back somewhere down the line of my collecting journey, or I can focus on what I really want to get are these original, maybe not all of them, which is why I kept some. I kept 8 Blue Note Classic series, and I decided I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show which ones I kept. So, yeah, I think I had about 24, 25, 20 something Blue Note Classic series vinyl, that I let go recently, and do I feel proud of of my decision? I think so, because more recently now I've seen some of the reissues that I let go. I've seen early or original copies of, and I'm thinking of getting them. Now, I know some people are gonna say the originals or these early, Rudy Van Gelder cut records might not be the best sounding. Some people I know online have already mentioned that um, the the sound that Rudy Van Gelder wanted was not in these original Blue Notes. Now, shout outs to Kevin Gray for doing a fantastic job with this reissue series, as well as Joe Harley for being a part of it. I have nothing but great things to say. More great things to say than the negatives. Now, I want to focus on the positives here. And, they all sounded great. But, for the price, if you're starting to collect jazz records, I think this is a fantastic start. And I think I've gotten to the point where I think I want to start going for the OGs, or at least a better, say, Music Matters. Now, some of these records that I'm going to show, some of them have reissues, like some audiophile, like Music Matters or Classic Records, and I just want to go down and show these, or not some, but all of the ones that I kept. Again, there's I think 8. So the first one, decided to keep this one. This one was already put out on the Classic Records, and surprisingly haven't gotten a copy of this this record from Classic Records. But this is Judah Hip with Zoot Sims, Blue Note 1530, and this is just a fantastic record. Judah Hip, German piano player who came to the U.S. and put a few records out on Blue Note. Her stuff, original stuff's impossible to get, so I knew I had to hold on to this, because no way will I be getting an original for what the prices are going for. Now, as I mentioned, Blue Note Classic Records, or rather Classic Records, put this title in their series, and surprisingly haven't gotten it yet. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll find a copy and see if I prefer the Classic Records over the Classic series, but for now I'm happy to hold on to this. And wonderful lineup. Originally released in 1957, Judah Hip. I hope Blue Note can release more of her stuff, because I think this is the only one that they have so far of hers. She put out some stuff, or Blue Note put out, I think, at the Hickory House, and something else, but I can't remember what the other name of the record is called. But moving forward, another one where I think it's somewhat impossible to get original in its 10-inch format. By the way, this one I think came out in 12-inch originally, but this next one came out in 10-inch, and Blue Note Classic Series decided to compile both Volume 1 and Volume 2 in 12-inch format, and this is Herbie Nichols, The Prophetic. Herbie Nichols on piano, Al McKibben on bass, and Art Blakey on drums. This is a fantastic lineup of musicians and wonderful music. Again, early Blue Note stuff. This one originally came out, I think, around the same time that maybe 1956 or somewhere around there. But again, 10-inch format, original, Herbie Nichols. And I don't think there's another like reissue of this, or at least one that's done spectacularly. Really great. I enjoy it, and maybe somewhere down the line I'll find originals, but who knows? That's for me to choose if I want to go down that path of buying the rare stuff. And I think you're gonna see here. I'm gonna be showing some stuff that are pretty much impossible to find originally in its original format, but I'm also keeping some stuff that I think, or maybe down the line I'll find Music Matters, like this one right here, put out by Music Matters. This is Pete LaRocca, Basra. I think Music Matters put this out back in 2010 or something like that, but this is another wonderful record. I'm glad that the Classic Vinyl series decided to put this one out. Wonderful music with Pete LaRocca, of course, on drums, Joe Henderson, tenor sax, Steve Kuhn on piano, and Steve Swallow on bass. I have always wanted this record. I think it's another one where it's really, really hard to find an original of, or at least, early copies. And yeah, the Music Matters. I've always wanted to hear how it sounds compared to this 33. I think not originally, but I think the Music Matters was put out only as 45, which I also enjoy, but some people complain about hating 45s because of the many discs that 45 record can have. But moving forward, this is one that was never reissued from Classic series, but I decided to keep this one because it holds a special place for me. And this originally can I think I can get. It's just finding a good copy. So this is Don Cherry, Where is Brooklyn? This is honestly my introduction to Don Cherry on Blue Note. Don Cherry only put out, I think, 3 records for Blue Note. This one, I think, being the last of his 3 records that he put out for Blue Note. Another one was Complete Communion and Symphony of something. I can't remember the full name, but this one is really wonderful. Honestly, this is like a intro to free jazz if people want to start getting into free jazz. And I just always wanted to compare this one to an original, just because I feel like there's a different experience going on with this one and an original. Yeah, Don Cherry's Where is Brooklyn? Another fantastic lineup. Pharoah Sanders is on here, but who else is on here? So Don Cherry on cornet, Pharoah Sanders on tenor sax piccolo, Henry Grimes on bass, Everett Blackwell on drums. Just a killer one, and I think I don't really see people show this one. Probably because not many people are, well, maybe not many, but a lot of people aren't into maybe this type of Blue Note recording. But these next 2 are actually ones I decided to keep because I originally got these as part of these Blue Note 75ths. I think when I first started getting into record collecting, or rather when I started to get into collecting and into Blue Note, I saw these 2, and surprisingly these 2 came out at the same time, I think. So which ones am I talking about? Well, let me start off with this one. So first one is Eric Dolphy, Out to Lunch. decided to keep this one because I love the music here and I just can't let go of this one. I did mention earlier that I haven't spun any of these or any Blue Note Classic Vinyl series in so long, and so I decided to spin these after I'm done recording. So this is just a fantastic one. I hope I could find an early copy at least, because I know originals of this has gone up so much. But there's also a Music Matters of this, and I wonder how that one sounds compared to this. I think I've seen somewhere where people have mentioned that the classic series sounds better than the 45, but I could be wrong. And again, it also has to do with your setup. But Eric Dolphy, Out to Lunch, awesome lineup and awesome music. This one and this next one, Herbie Hancock, Maiden Voyage. This with Eric Dolphy's Out to Lunch, I got originally as 75th reissue, and man, I for some people, I think the Out to Lunch might be a little bit harder to get into, but for me, because I've been listening to jazz for some time now, and because I went to school with a bunch of jazz musicians or jazz players, I immediately love the record, and same goes for Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage. I once Blue Note announced that these two were gonna be in their classic series, I knew I had to get them. I can't remember if I pre-ordered them or I just bought them once they came out, but I'm so happy that they did these two. Another one where this one has gotten so many reissues over the years. Music Matters. I think even Vinyl Me Please put this one out. So right now I'm deciding to keep this one. I'm still not sure if I want to get maybe an early copy or Music Matters. I think Music Matters SRX also. This one came out as a SRX. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I know this one came out as Music Matters. And let me know down in the description if you guys have any other versions of these records that I'm showing, because I'm really interested in reading what others have to say aside from the online forums. So next one, another record that hasn't gotten a reissue, I don't think, or this one I think I discovered while Blue Note put this one out. This is a neat one. Another one I don't think I see people show. This is Reuben Wilson, Love Bug, with Reuben Wilson, Lee Morgan, George Coleman, Grant Green, and Leo Morris. This is a really awesome record. I think this one was put out late 60s. 1969. One that I'm curious how the original one sounds. I think it's still affordable, but I could be wrong. Last time I checked, which was like maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, this was, I think, going up in price. I know Reuben Wilson has sadly passed away, I think last year, 2023, but just wonderful music, fantastic lineup, and I'm really glad Blue Note put this one out. And another one why I decided to keep it, because I don't think this one was ever reissued, but again, I could be wrong. But another one that I decided to keep. Okay, so the last one, I've already shown 7. The last one I decided to keep for now. Another one where I think maybe somewhere down the line I'm going to find another copy that will have me let go of this one. But this one is just another really beautiful one. Blue Note BST 84194. Wayne Shorter, Speak No Evil. I think if you were to purchase a Wayne Shorter record, I think for many this is the one to get. I'm really happy that Blue Note Classic Series put this one out, because, you know, originals and early copies go for a crap ton of money, but aside from, you know, the price, the music here is just absolutely wonderful. Can't say nothing bad about these. Just an awesome lineup as well. I mean, Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, Elvin Jones. Just a legendary lineup right there in my eye. Wayne Shorter, this absolute masterpiece, 1966. I know Music Matters put this one out. I think they reissued this one a couple times, but another one where it's like really hard to get, and I think you're gonna be paying around the price of like an original or early copy for you know, the Music Matters reissue. But Speak No Evil, wonderful stuff, and decided to show this one last because this is, I think, my favorite one to keep. But yeah, these are the small stack that I decided to keep. The rest I said maybe I'll find, rather the rest that I let go of, I either have a you know, an OG or an early copy of, or I'm thinking of maybe finding like you know, an OG early copy or a Music Matters press. I'm surprised I let go of the Sonny Clark Cole Strutton, but I guess the reason being that is that it had a seam split, and I purchased that from Blue Note directly, and that's just a, no offense, but that's just like a terrible experience. I don't think of ever purchasing you know, these Blue Note records, either Tone Poet or Classic Series, from their website directly, because it's just not a good experience. But aside from that, the records here are really done well. You know, not for everyone, I don't think. I've now learned that people prefer the early stuff, but also there are people out there that prefer the audiophile reissues, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want. So again, this is more of a like video for myself, that I'm still gonna post for people to watch and see what I have to say. But I let me know down in the comments. I'm open to hear from what people have to say, and yeah. If you stuck this far, thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. As always, I know this is a completely different video from what I've done, you know, ever, but I decided to do something different, and yeah, thanks for sticking around. But the next video, I promise you, will be an epic one, or at least epic finds, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, thanks so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care.